All right, what's up, guys? I'm back with a real quick one here, but we have our very first Street Fighter 6 update. They call it a quality of life, but this is actually a pretty big, I think, battle. Not a big, but a significant adjustment to the game. So what is it? Let's check out the quick video, and then I want to explain why it matters and a technique you should be using. But ready? This just got posted. Here's the change. Oh my goodness. Now you might not know what's going on if you didn't read the tweet here. But what they're showing off is not Rashid's cool costume, but the drive rush cancel. Where currently the way you do a drive rush is you cancel normal. Any normal that can be special cancel. You tap forward, and you get the drive rush cancel. But if you notice right here, he's not pressing forward at all. He's pressing medium punch, medium kick, aka the parry button. So now drive rush cancels can be done with the parry macro. So this is, they call it a quality of life change, and it will make things easier for some players, but it's actually got some implications, which I want to show you right now. So let's check it out. All right, so here we go. Now, if you're a pro player, I'm not going to tell you anything new, but for the new players, I just want to kind of point this out. Now, this is not really a big deal. I think for drive rush combos already, you know, you got a training mode, even though I messed it up right there because I'm talking. But, you know, if you're doing a combo, you've practiced this, you have the timing down, and usually using slower moves, so you should be able to get your drive rush cancels in combos. But what this is actually going to affect is, especially for light attacks. So, for example, as a Guile player, one of my good buttons to punish with is stand short. So look at this. If 4 frames start up, or sorry, it hits on the 5th frame, right? And there's only 2 active frames. So I have to get that drive rush on those 2 frames. It can be hard, right? So it can be hard when I'm playing neutral to, like, look at my inputs, right? Because again, I talked about this in a different video. This is called, like, buffering. So I don't know if this is going to hit. But if the opponent puts out a bad button, I want it to hit and I want to drive rush right away. This can be very, very tiring to do. There's a couple of characters. Like, you can do it off like a jab or a stand short. This is hard. You know, the faster startup moves with the shorter hit stop windows, right? You got to be pretty quick to be able to drive rush every time. But now with the macro, even though I can't do it, it's super free. So let's pretend this is the macro. I want to just like tap. I'm going to be tapping short and just the macro like that. So this is it's super easy just to roll your buttons here. So then if it did hit, right? So if Ken put out a bad button, like, you know, if I'm playing footsies right here, right there, that would be stand short into the drive rush. Very, very, very easy to do. The other thing we've got confirmation, a lot of people are theory crafting, is that, you know, since the drive rush, you have to dash forward. What about charge character? You know, it's like, well, if you can just press a macro, what if Guile holds back? He's holding down back. He presses the button, then he presses the dash macro to go in. Does he keep his charge? The English tweet didn't say it, but the Japanese tweet confirms it only works if you're neutral or forward. So charge characters don't get that cheap technique. But yeah, other than that, it's not a big deal for me. I don't think it's really going to matter a lot for combos, but I'm telling you, if you're not already buffering in drive rush now in neutral, start doing it. And with this macro, it'll be so easy. This is like the old plinking. It's kind of like an old style of plinking. Every time I'm pressing short in neutral or whatever button you want to press, whether it's going to be like, maybe if you are playing Ken, maybe you do want to play with crouch medium. You're going to just be tapping the macro every single time. Here's plink if you don't know. It's rolling, pianoing, plink, whatever you call it. So like, where's my short? Here's my short, right? If this is my short and this is my macro, I'm just going to be every single time. So get that down too. But that's it. Like I said, it's not game changing, but it is significant. It is significant. And not only should you be buffering in neutral, like I said if in the other video, but you should be using macros. If you're not using macros, I don't know, you're old. I think James Chen doesn't use macros, right? Use macros. Every single button on your controller should have something assigned to it. It removes the human error. It makes techniques like this, like the kind of drive rush buffering I showed you, much easier. Use a macro in every game you play. If you have the option, always use it. But there you go. That's it. The first update, you know, it's not anything game changing, but it's cool that they're updating early. I know a lot of changes people want right now are regarding balance around drive rush, but it's still a bit early. I personally feel like we may get one minor patch before Capcom Cup. Just my own hunch. I feel like we might get one minor patch. That they might adjust some stuff. They might not. Who knows? But anyway, that's it. Hopefully, I helped you out a little bit. Hope you can get out of gold. And yeah, look forward to the next update. Peace.